I always found comfort in the familiarity of my local Target store. Its well-lit aisles, neatly organized shelves, and friendly employees created a welcoming atmosphere. Little did I know that beneath the surface of this seemingly ordinary retail haven, a haunting presence awaited me. It all started one gloomy evening as I entered the store, shopping list in hand. The automatic doors creaked open, and a chill ran down my spine. I dismissed it as a simple draft and carried on, making my way through the various departments. As I perused the aisles, I noticed something peculiar. Shadows seemed to dance and flicker at the edges of my vision. Every time I turned to look, they vanished, leaving me with an uneasy feeling. I chalked it up to fatigue and continued with my shopping. But as I moved deeper into the store, the shadows grew more intense, elongating and stretching across the floor as if they had a life of their own. I quickened my pace, feeling an invisible presence closing in on me. In the toy section, the shelves were lined with dolls, their glassy eyes following my every move. I tried to ignore the sensation and focused on my list, determined to finish my shopping and leave this unsettling place. But as I approached the checkout area, a sudden darkness fell upon the store. The overhead lights flickered and died, leaving only emergency exit signs casting an eerie red glow. Panic gripped me as I searched for an exit, only to find myself surrounded by an impenetrable wall of shadow. Whispers echoed through the darkness, their voices chilling to the bone. I could barely make out the words, but they spoke of forgotten souls trapped within the confines of this store, longing for release. In a desperate attempt to escape, I sprinted towards the emergency exits, but the shadows seemed to move with me, taunting and teasing. Each step I took, they grew closer, their presence suffocating. I could feel their icy fingers brush against my skin, sending shivers down my spine. As I reached the doors, they slammed shut with a deafening thud. Trapped inside, I frantically searched for any means of escape. It was then that I noticed a faint glimmer of light emanating from the store's office. Driven by hope, I followed the glow, my heart pounding in my chest. The whispers grew louder, their words incomprehensible, but filled with anguish. I pushed open the office door and found myself face to face with a decrepit figure barely recognizable as human. It was a former employee, long forgotten and condemned to an eternity within these walls. The figure beckoned me closer, its voice a raspy whisper in the dimly lit room. "Help us," it pleaded. "Release us from this torment." I listened, tears streaming down my face as the figure recounted a tragic accident that had occurred within the store years ago. The souls of those involved were forever bound to this place, unable to move on. With trembling hands, I reached for a nearby shelf and found a dusty photo frame. As I gazed at the faces captured in the image, I felt a surge of determination. I would help them find peace. Using the resources at hand, I uncovered the truth behind the tragedy and sought justice for the lost souls. The shadows gradually receded, the whispers fading away into silence. The store returned to its normal state, as if the haunting had never occurred. To this day, I cannot enter a Target store without feeling a twinge of unease. The memories of that night still haunt me, a reminder of the horrors that lurk beneath the surface of our everyday lives. So, if you ever find yourself in the midst of a shopping trip, beware the shadows that may be lurking in the corners, for you never know what secrets they hold.